Hey guys, welcome back to the O&D Life, where we get orange and dirty. Today I want to talk about a zero-turn mower on a hillside. So, this video is for people who are new to, a rural property, with some, with a lawn, big lawn, where you're considering a zero-turn, and you may or may not know that zero turns can struggle or not be the best option if you have a lot of hills. And I did not know that when I got my zero turn. I just knew I went from a property that I could cut with an electric weed eater, that I had a neighbor that would actually cut their front lawn with a pair of scissors, believe it or not. Yeah, I mean, basically less than my wingspan squared. So anyway, I moved out here to Alabama, had all this grass, moved out here in April, and actually the previous owner, he came by and mowed it after the first couple weeks. I think he had a zero turn, Kubota, another Kubota man. And he mowed it one time for us, and because I got out here and I needed to get something. I ended up getting something in a hurry, was able to go to Talladega Tractor out there in Talladega, for any of you that are familiar with the area. Drove out there one day and didn't get a mower then. In fact, I want to say I got out there, it was kind of busy, and I was just looking around and never got anyone to give me a hand. I ended up calling up, I think, during the week, and I was able to get a hold of the salesman and get it all arranged, and basically they delivered it and I signed the paperwork. So I got the ZG 222 back then, so this was 2008. And it, I want to say at that time, it was the smallest, lowest level, least expensive zero turn that they had. I wanted a BX. At that time, I think it was a 23, but it was the tractor loader backhoe. But I just couldn't quite justify it and couldn't quite afford it either, to be honest with you. So the salesman also kind of said, what are you going to spend the most time doing? And might consider that. And I knew I was going to be doing a lot of mowing. So, and I'm glad that I went with the zero turn. It all kind of worked out. But what I didn't know is that there could be a problem on a hillside. So that's what we're going to talk about and really kind of dive into. Let me shut up and we'll get going with the video here. So for starters, we'll just go with a little bit of just some mowing action here. On flat ground, you can't beat it. I love, this is normal speed right here. I gotta admit, I was holding the camera and driving with one hand. So it's not my normal route and way of mowing. I'd gotten a gimbal for my camera, testing it out there. So here we are on the hillside, and I'm going to just kind of show you, it goes up and down it. It'll even traverse sideways. Where you get in trouble is where you want to stop on the hillside, and then when you want to go and turn around. So that's what I'm trying to illustrate here, that, I can back up, but if I try and just pull one lever, I cannot get it. I was able to kind of get zipped around there pretty good, but that doesn't always work out. Sometimes you end up sliding, which I think you'll end up seeing here in just a little bit. But there I'm trying to show just using one, trying to rotate it and can't quite get it. Here I kind of lose it, and so I couldn't zip right around. Here's a little bit of a zoomed in version. And I think I'm going to slowed it down too. But you can kind of see, okay, pulling back. I can back up, trying to do just one. Let's say that's not it. There's just one, and it's just going to spin that tire. It doesn't have the traction to whip that front end around. Granted, I got it to go that time. But you don't want to do that every time you're going up and down a hill. So that's just, that is the main issue. You can end up getting yourself in trouble if you're not able to stop in time. If it's slick, if it's a little bit slick out, you could be in trouble. I'll let this kind of play through without the volume there. I'm going to just kind of show, I end up kind of playing here, but just showing how you kind of lose it a little bit when you're trying to slow down. So, in my front yard, I've got the fence there, and, I have to be real careful. I have to mow sideways along the fence and really all the way, because trying to turn around on the hillside just doesn't work out. There are points where I have to back down and then transverse sideways. So here's I turned off, I took the video out. I had a copyright claim, not the video, the song. So there was music with this before. But gotta get the goats back in after being in there. But I love how quick it is, and you can zip around. But that is one of the issues with a zero turn on the hillside. It's hard to get it turned around, and that's just what I wanted to show. So if it's wet, if the grass is a little bit wet, then you're really in trouble. Your traction's really a problem. Even going sideways, you may slide down just a little bit. And if you can find yourself wedged up against a fence. I've done that before, or a tree or something like that. You could, and then you don't have the traction to whip your front end uphill. So that's really kind of what the issue is with the zero turn on a hillside. I think some of the zero turns, there are zero turns that do better on hills now, but just something to keep in mind and test them out. I will say, if I had it to do over again, I'd probably go with a bigger, wider deck. I only have a 48-inch deck, but at the same time, like I said, at that time, I was not looking to spend a whole lot of money at that time. The other consideration, I think, actually, maybe I would have gone diesel, but again, you're getting up there in price. But I couldn't be happier with the ZG222. It is the 22 horsepower gas Kubota engine, and I've just been really pleased with it. You know, so I've had it 12 years, and you know, I'd say in the beginning I even neglected it a fair amount, but it's been great. It has been a great mower. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it helps somebody out there who's considering a zero turn. Just something to think about. Wanted to kind of show how it can have trouble on an incline, on a hillside. So the one thing that I'll notice on my hillside is because I have to mow it always horizontally, is you know, you do end up getting some what do they call it? Not tracks, but I mean you do end up creating ruts, I guess you could say, because you can't vary your pattern as much. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up for me. It helps get the video to other viewers, get suggested. If you could, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you use and any experiences you might have had with a mower and on a hillside. So you know, it's always a good information for others to learn from, to go to the comment section. And if you comment and hit that like, it will also give help it get suggested to other viewers out there and maybe help some other people. If you didn't like the video, just hit that thumbs down button twice, and hey, that'll help the video as well, if that's what you wanted. All right, guys, check out the Facebook page, O&D Life. I'm going to try and post some other videos there. I am feeling quite a bit better, almost back to 100%, and so I should be able to get some other videos. I've got a couple other ideas that I'm going to work on. So also in the description, you should be able to see the link to the Amazon store. Ooh, I did find it. I need to put the link into the Amazon store of just those John Deere suitcase weights. Dang it, you can get them on Amazon now, and get some free shipping. You know, it comes out in the wash for how much you'd pay somewhere else, but hey, at least you can get it delivered to your door. So I'm going to put the link to in the Amazon store. So that link will be in the description. So anyways, guys, O&D out.